Okay, everybody, this is Deadly Sands Airsoft review of the Evike GMP Rapid Fire 2 M4. Starting from the back, we have a reinforced 5-position polymer stock with a rubber butt pad. This adds for comfort and maneuverability on the field. Also, is included is a polymer pistol grip, a CNC aluminum upper and lower receiver, GMP's famous matte black finish, an A-frame front sight. Right now I have a Magpul flip-up sight put on it, but it comes with a GMP combat sight. Now the QD grip is supposed to be quick detach, but it's not really quick detach. It's kind of got like these two little buckles, like lever kind of things. And it's, first of all, it's really loose. Second of all, it's almost impossible to get off. I mean, you guys might be able to figure out something, but it's almost like it's jammed into the rail. It's hard to explain. I would much rather have just a normal grip. I mean, that's much better. It also has a quick detach suppressor, which actually ups the FPS from 350 to 430, which was really impressive. And actually, sometimes the results vary from 430 to 470. So you'll basically have your CQB M4 shooting at around 470, which is not very good, so you couldn't use that suppressor in a CQB field. But it is pretty fun when you're just playing at home with your friends. Okay, I'm going to go over the internals of the GMP Rapid Fire 2. Okay, I was really impressed by these internals overall. It's got a good fire rate. It's got good CQB FPS stock through around 350, which is pretty good. One thing it does have is a really bad trigger response. As you can see, you have to pull back all the way and that kind of stops, and then you have to pull it back even further. Like, it stops here, and you have to push even harder. Like, it's weird. So it's a really bad trigger response. Anyway, got a nice, I have it taken apart right now because I'm going to show you guys that in a second. It has a nice reinforced metal gearbox. One thing I like is it actually has a metal air nozzle, which that's kind of cool. My VFC, it has way better internals than my VFC Scar. Never buy a VFC product. Got an okay fire rate. And this is a 7.4 LiPo. I don't have an 11.1 in here right now because I just want to try it out with the 7.4 first. It's got, I don't know, it just feels really nice. Nice metal hop up. One thing about the hop up I don't like is it doesn't really go up high enough, so it's more of a CQB hop up. You will not get accuracy at range, and for the way I play, that's not really good for me. I just got this for looks. I like it though. It's got good internals. Overall, it's a pretty great gun. There's some assembly mistakes though. Since these guns are handmade, somebody kind of put together parts of my gun wrong. For instance, see the charging handle? See how there's nothing in there? Well, there was, but since it's handmade, they put it in wrong and it was kind of crooked. So I had to take that out and I have to buy a new one. The dust cover does not close because the gearbox is in the way and they put the wrong clip on. So there's some mistakes that I don't like about this gun, but it might just be my gun since they're all handmade. Maybe someone made a mistake or something. Also, the battery goes in the stock, which I don't really like. One thing about it, since it's GMP, it's wired to Deans, which most GMP are. Most, not all. It's wired to Deans. It has a bad trigger response stock, which I already went over, but it's stock, so you can upgrade that, It's fully upgradable version 2 gearbox. There's nothing... I mean, GMP basically, it's like Tokyo Marui. They make guns exactly the same. So it's basically TM compatible 100%. So I like that. The suppressor increases the FPS from 350 to 430 or 470 in some situations. Just depends on your gun, which is really nice if you just want to play field like I do and stuff like that. It comes with combat sights, but I put Magpul flip-up sights on it. Overall, it's a good gun. There's some problems with it, but overall, it's good. It's got a GMP high torque motor, although I might be putting my Tinley in it. But overall, it's pretty good. So, yeah, there's the internals.
Hello, I'm Wesley, and now on to the shooting review of the GMP Evike Rapid Fire 2. Okay, we will be shooting at our Sprite can, 75 feet away, with 0.20 gram BBs. We will be testing suppressor, and without the suppressor, we will be shooting semi and full auto. And so yeah, our camera keeps overheating, so we gotta do this quick. Let's go. Okay, so overall, after I shot this gun, it honestly shot surprisingly well. From the first few shots that we took, it was curved a little bit to the left, but after that, it was just about perfect. And I mean, we're shooting a Sprite can this big, so I mean, you're guaranteed to hit your target. So now we will shoot with the Mach suppressor, which is said to make the FPS go up by 100, maybe up to 120 FPS at some circumstances. So let's test it out. Just a reminder, we are shooting at 75 feet with 0.20 gram BBs. Okay, let's say there's a certain cheater that you really don't like and you really want to mess him up. Just walk up to him, talk a little bit nicely, and then just go.
Okay. Now, overall, I like this gun, which I'm inclined to because it's my gun. I don't know where the suppressor went right now, but that doesn't matter. Pretty cool gun. If I didn't mention this before, it's really loud. That's one thing about this gun, is it's really loud. It feels nice. Just the GMP externals, solid. The rails are pretty cool. One thing I noticed though is if you look really closely at it, the finish of the rail and the finish of the receiver is like slightly different. Like one feels smooth and one, I don't know, it's hard to explain. A-frame sight on mine is loose, which is a really big con. Look at that. You can fix that with an AR wrench, but you know, who has one? Magpul M-Bus flip-up sights are cool. You should put them on your guns. Non-functional charging handle sucks. It's cool because it has an imitation gas block right here, and it also has like the stabilizer for the rail in here, which makes it really sturdy up here. It's really nice.
Yeah, the only wobble you'll hear is this really crappy, cheap grip that it comes with it in this mag. This mag didn't come with it.
And the A-frame.
Yeah, the A-frame. So
crap A-frame. So yeah, I suggest that when you get it, you replace the grip, replace the hop up, tighten the sight, replace the rear sight, and also the trigger guard's plastic, so I'd replace that too. But you know what? You don't really have to. I mean, it works just fine. Works just fine without it. But if you're gonna get serious about airsoft, I suggest replacing those things.
Also think about upgrading the trigger pull to a little bit more of a
that's
crisp.
pretty bad.
The trigger pull is terrible.
Also, if you're thinking about using this seriously, you might want to change your battery storage because it's kind of a little bit of hassle. Overall, I would say I give this gun a 4 out of 5. What would you give it?
I'd probably give it a 3.5.
I don't know. This is a really good performing gun. It's really accurate. It's got really good externals. I just don't like the hop up, the loose A-frame, which that just might be a shipping thing, but I really don't like that. That's like disgusting. Bad trigger pull, plastic trigger guard. There's a few fail points to this gun. So
overall,
yeah,
4, 3.5. So
around
it's
there.
a 4.
Around a 4.
It's basically a 4.
It's okay. There's a little bit of a break in between the lower and upper receiver that you can see. It's kind of annoying. But overall, if you were thinking about this gun, get it. It's not gonna let you down. It's a pretty good gun. There's just some problems with it. But if you're just using it for neighborhood use or for your CQB arena, it'll be fine. You don't need to worry about the hop up in CQB. The sights don't really matter because you just kind of hip fire anyway. The trigger response will matter in CQB, so you might want to fix that. Those are your only problems. See you later.